Hello!
Oh.
Damn it.
Uh,
Ooh. Okay. So, are you ready for
yep.
another thanking, probably?
I can't wait for us to spend an hour on the side quest and then completely get all the questions wrong apart from the affair. Thinking that was about the murder.
Yep.
Oh boy.
It's a doozy. Okay,
We're great
multiplayer.
detectives.
I'm gonna. It's always the same. So why don't I know have it?
Oh,
Wait, why
Oren
is it?
Robin, thank you for the raid.
Oh, okay. So I need complete updated. Oh, nice. You got a raid.
Yeah.
So I'm
How did
on.
this?
I can invite you.
I can just join game.
I'll just invite you
Uh,
anyway.
I already did it.
So, let's do
Um,
a recap for the new people. This is a game where you solve cases in London, like Sherlock Holmes London. However,
yep.
we are not Sherlock Holmes,
Oh,
even
I
though
should
it
probably
is, it
show the
is
game.
in the title and in the
There we
cover.
go.
And the game is literally called Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. You are not Sherlock Holmes. In fact, you are competing against Sherlock Holmes. There will be clients. Clients will come to us asking for stuff. Well, they come to Sherlock Holmes because, of course, he's the big one. And he will relay the info to us. And we are to solve the case while he does the same. And at the end of the session, we will compare notes with Sherlock Holmes, which is, in the game. So it's part of the game framework. And he will completely destroy us because we will
Yes.
spend 3 hours chasing like fucking random leads that lead nowhere, while he goes like, "Oh, I just went here," and that obviously had all the info I needed. I'm like, yeah, that was the one place we didn't go to.
Yeah, like the last time we played last Monday,
Yeah,
I thought I like connected all of the dots and I was like
I
a mega
mean,
genius and I went down this massive road and then it turns out we just found out who was having an affair with who and it had nothing to do with the murder.
hello Shiriana, thank you for the look. Oh, I forgot to
Uh,
also show my game.
but
Damn, we're doing the same mistake. Okay, also
yeah.
need to go full screen.
Oren
1
Robin,
second.
how did your stream go? What did you play? Oh, I
There
should
you go.
probably do the shout out now that I have the
Why is
bot
it the
fixed.
wrong resolution though? Uh,
Jigsaw puzzle. Don't think I heard that
there
one
you go.
before.
Okay, so jigsaw puzzle. Oh, like is that an actual game or like just doing jigsaw puzzle like on a webcam? So
It's
some
plenty
some
good
jigsaw
for
puzzles are
Jigsaw
amazing.
PTT from the. Oh, okay. So it was like the. I assume it
Oh,
was like the physical one then. That like I'm pretty. I think they have on the store, or was that one you got like custom made?
do we need to bring our own mascot? By the way, uh,
Oh yeah, the mascot. Let me get that.
yeah, you have it. Okay,
Uh,
cool. Cause I don't have it.
I think you have to make me
Oh right,
admin
I
again.
will promote you. Okay, you're promoted.
There we
I
go.
need to choose a
Time
color as well.
to.
I am now color red again. Yeah, it's physical. Oh, that's super cool. Yep, we have our own Neko arc.
The
which will
TTT does
overlook
not.
and bring good luck, just like she did last time. And as a
Yeah.
reminder, out of 100 total points, we got 10.
Yeah.
That was terrible. Oh,
I
let's do
thought it
better
could
this
go
time.
over. I assumed it would be possible to beat Sherlock. So it's like you can only just like tie.
Yeah, I think
Oh
we
yeah,
can
then the
probably just
smaller one
die,
for our
honestly.
current location. There we go. We use this to be like where we go to on the
Actually,
map.
let me check something. Okay, let's get the old case. Cause like, so
Oh, the one we did last time.
yeah, I just wanna check the scoring. Cause you get you get extra questions, right? Which are not the Wigan stuff.
Yeah, like was how he could easily make £10. Like, what? Why was the cigarette pinched all evenly? So I assume if you did it perfect and got the part 2, I assume you could theoretically beat, because I don't think Sherlock answered any of these
Yeah,
questions.
but Sherlock
Right?
doesn't answer that. However,
Or maybe it's like a catch-up mechanic, because to actually get the 100, you wouldn't be able to get that information. So it's
so
like to
what's the
try
total
and make
number
up
of
the point
points on
lost.
the wait here? So it's 25, 25, 25, 25. So it's 100 points just if you get part 1.
And then all of the part 2s are 10.
Yeah. So you can technically go over 10, over 100.
Yeah, I imagine theoretically you could, but then
Yeah.
for every extra place you go to, that's another 5.
Yeah,
I
but
guess
extra, right?
yeah.
Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, but it's like no, it's like
So it's
1
like you
point, I
make
think.
10
No,
points, but like you'd lose 5
is it?
theoretically.
Yeah, it's okay. It's 5 points. Yeah, so technically, whatever.
We're not gonna beat Sherlock, but it's the possibility is there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, so we bring this back to where it was. Wait, no, I think I put it on the wrong one. How the fuck do you hate this?
um,
Okay. Wait, how do you
I
how do
got
you
an
bring it?
idea. Delete.
Yeah, just okay. So we're
That
gonna
works.
do the Tin Soldier now, and this is the
Ooh.
newspaper. So I'll probably make a duplicate of this.
Yeah, you should be able to just copy paste.
How do I do that? Clone. Oh, whatever. We have multiple.
Literally, like you can literally Control C, Control V.
Okay, never mind. So we have to.
Uh,
Well, do you want to read the thing first?
oh,
Hello,
okay,
Sunny-chan.
no.
Oh, I got
Okay.
teleported to Nekoark. Which I mean,
Time
fair.
for the long monologue. The Tin Soldier, 11th of June, 1000
Oh,
or
thank you for the link up.
1888. We are at 221B Baker Street, quietly celebrating the conclusion of the munition magnate case. Is that the one we just did, or the one we
Oh,
did last week?
you locked Nekoark. You
The big
monster.
one I lock, but like I have the
What?
small one unlocked
Oh,
because it's where we move. Like remember, that's where we get our current position. Uh,
sorry. I need to show some.
when we hear a clamor in the streets below, followed by the ringing of the front door, and then the sound of heavy footsteps on the stairs, it seems as in our moment of triumph is to be but short-lived. Come in, Lessard. Lessard timidly peeks
Lestrade.
in.
Right? Is it?
Oh, Lestrade.
How do you? Actually, I don't know how you say it.
Listen. I would know. I'm the dyslexic.
Okay, fair enough. Hello, Sentai. Whatever. Say
Timothy
how you want.
speaks in, his face betraying surprise at being recognized before he is
It's
seen.
Lestrade.
Really, Holmes? Exclaims Watson. I suppose you would tell us that Lestrade rings doorbells in the most distinctive way that you'd be able to recognize his footsteps anywhere. No, my dear Watson, not at all, Holmes chuckles. But since the trip from the front door to ours was made in seconds and was unaccompanied by a warning screech from Mrs. Hudson, it must be presumed she knew the caller. Who L would be in such a hurry to gain immediate entry, but Inspector Lestrade with some pressing or professional matter. Besides, while at the window a few moments ago, I glimpsed the inspector's carriage turning onto Baker Street. Inspector, now that you have regained your health, how can we be of service to you? Lestrade plops down in his chair and gasps out. General Farnsworth Armstead, one of the 6 remaining Waterloo Tontine ticket holders, has been murdered. Waterloo
Back to sleep.
Tontine.
Okay. Go to sleep,
Uh,
Sonny.
Asked Watson. A lottery of sorts. In 1815, the Tontine was set up to aid the veterans of the Battle of Waterloo. Wellington's victory over Napoleon. For £1, one bought a ticket in the name of some young relative. Longevity is paramount to winning. The ticket proceeds amount to over £1 million, half of which went immediately to the veterans and their families for medical and hardship expenses. The remainders went back into the account at the Bank of England, where it has been collecting interest all those years. The sole surviving ticket holder will claim that prize. A king's ransom, certainly, exclaims Watson. Who are the surviving ticket holders? The oldest is Captain Robert Jurgens, 82. Then Antia and Claire Thomas, twins, 80-year-olds.
Oh God, I have
William
to start taking
Rowland,
notes.
age 79. Peter Dudley, 77. General Armstead was the youngest at 74. The Times is sponsoring some big to-do involving the Tontine survivors on the 18th, says Holmes. That's right, a Waterloo anniversary banquet at the Langham Hotel. Why is the name Armstead familiar? Perhaps, Watson, you are thinking of the General's book, The Treasures of the Conqueror, says Holmes. He was a noted art collector, I believe. Indeed he was, Holmes, says Lestrade. He was he was interested in valuables which at one time belonged to famous military men. The book traced a history of various objects and how they passed from collector to collector. Quite a sensation it was. If you know what I mean, at the time of his death he was working on a revised edition for his publisher, Norgate and Company. It was to contain an entirely new chapter and a fabulous diamond called the Polar Star, which at one point belonged to Joseph Bonaparte, Napoleon's brother. The general had new information which traced the gem to its present owner. What do you think, Holmes? I think, Inspector, that you should tell us the circumstances of the general's death.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Wait
before we go to the next page, make sure we
of...
have all of the notes.
No, I also need a little refresher of what happened because I was busy doing notes and stuff. Also, Zelko, what do you mean? Is it an what's an out of effect? What do you mean? If you want to join, you can join.
Oh, I forgot to turn on game audio. To be fair, it's tabletop, so it's not a big deal. But
yeah.
it's case
But network.
Yeah,
the redeem count for Enfield. The L check. No, it's only for me. Also, let me stretch.
What was it?
So this guy was a ticket holder.
So basically, it's like during a war, like 50, 60 years ago or something, survivors could get tickets. That basically, if you're the last person with the ticket, you win and you get all the money.
Okay.
So one of the I think one of the few remaining survivors was murdered. And I think was the person one of the
Armstead is actually the victim, so it doesn't.
And then, well, it's General Farnsworth Armstead was the one that was murdered. And then around the time they also got murdered, he was updating his book Treasures of the Conquerors, which apparently had an extra chapter included mentioning the Polar Star, a fabulous diamond that at one point belonged to Napoleon's brother. And basically, apparently the chapter would point people in the direction of who currently owns it. So that's so it might have just been about the ticket. It could have been the ticket and this Polar Star, or it could have just been the Polar Star, or it could have just been the ticket.
Okay, man.
Norgate
and Company. Do we? Yeah, we should probably.
Norgate and Company. That's basically if we want to focus on the secret chapter, or the lost chapter of the book, we'd probably want to go to the book publisher. if we
So,
want to
okay,
focus on the tickets, it would be the Langham Hotel because that seems to be where all of the where the banquet's going to be held with all of the survivors.
So a noted art collector. A noted art collector. Okay. A king's ransom, blah blah blah. So okay, that's interest.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have all the ticket holders.
Okay, who's Joseph Bonaparte? Okay, it's like the.
That's Napoleon's brother. So like,
Okay,
I highly doubt Napoleon's brother's just hanging out in London.
Polar Star.
Did he because sure it mentions that Napoleon's brother originally owned the Polar Star, but no one knows who currently owns it, and the lost chapter was meant to basically say this person has it.
Sorry. General Farnsworth Armstead allegedly knew the real owner. Okay.
Well, it's like he didn't know the original owner. It's just the original owner
No,
was
add new
Napoleon's
information
brother.
which traced the gem to its present owner.
Yeah, to its present owner. Enfield, you like cheese? I mean, who doesn't like cheese? Apart from if you're lactose intolerant, then it's just you've been like, I'm so sorry.
Now it tells you how to cheese the game.
Oh, if it's about cheese in the game, then no, that ruins. It's an investigation.
I don't think there's gonna be a way to cheese it unless you
unless someone just looks up a walkthrough.
Yeah,
and just tells
exactly.
you, hey, you should go to this building.
I don't think I care for the Langham Hotel, but I'll just trade it anyway.
It's just like the butler did it, and it's like, haha, very funny guy. It's actually the butler.
But what the heck? I have to write in Waterloo anniversary at Langham Hotel.
Ready for me to read out the next page?
Okay, let's go. Oh, that's not okay. Thank God.
Yeah. It's like the reason we're being thorough with the notes for people that weren't here last week, it was like even just the details on how the body was found was vital information to the case.
Yeah.
So that it's like we didn't really look too much into because it's kind of hard to tell what's fluff and what's actually crucially important detail.
About the murder.
It's 10 o'clock this morning. The General's valet and former Batman.
What?
I assume that was like a thing in the Victorian era. Now I feel okay. Maybe we're gonna go on a quick tangent.
Yeah. My notice the first version of this game is from 1981. It's very old, but it's been modernized. But probably some.
It's a role in the military. A Batman or an orderly is a soldier or airman assigned to a commissioned officer as a personal servant. So he's a military version of a butler.
So I remember there's an arcade game called Ninja Baseball Batman, but in that case, Batman literally meant men with a butt.
Yeah,
because
I played that once, I think. Good time. Bruce Wayne, Joker is the killer. Nah, Joker wants Batman alive. It's no fun if he's dead.
Okay, so it's like a personal servant. Okay.
Yeah, a military equivalent to a butler. I think they manage motor vehicles or something he was saying, but we got the basics down.
Okay.
David Sennett admitted a caller to the general study. I assume David Sennett is the Batman.
Okay.
The caller was an elderly gentleman with a French accent known to Sennett. It was all very unusual in that the general never sees anyone in the morning. White, he is at work. I assume that's meant to be wild.
Important French guest admitted at 10.
Uh, yeah, and then but the gentleman insisted that if the general would read a letter, he would be the exception to that proven rule,
Oh,
and
okay, so
so it
it
was.
didn't know that it was an important French. Okay.
Well, it was like elderly gentleman with a French accent. Oh, unknown descent. Yeah, so they
Yeah,
didn't know who he was.
because if it when it said usually that it doesn't admit guest morning, either he knew it from before and so he made an exception, or this guy brought something to prove that he was an exception.
So it was Senate took a look at the letter to the general, who went very pale when he read it. He told Senate to let the man in. Sensing something amiss, Senate dawdled in the area of the study for the next 15 minutes or so. Suddenly, he heard a distinct sound of swordplay. He then tried to enter the study, but found the door securely locked. As he attempted to force it, he heard a crash of breaking glass. Can you move the hand?
Oh, sorry.
He gave it up and raced to the kitchen and out the back door and entered the study from the kitchen or garden. The caller had quite vanished by the time he arrived, and the general was leaning against a display case of military miniatures, the shattered top of which accounted for the broken glass. Before Senna could assist him, he dropped a rapier from his hand and fell over dead. I take it, asked Holmes, that the letter that was so upset to the general was nowhere to be found. Correct, Mr. Holmes. Well, Inspector, we shall put our brains and our feet to the task. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. So, we got an
So
old French man with a mysterious letter that is also a ninja.
yeah. French guest.
Like, it specifies he was elderly. You wouldn't think an elderly man could, like, just jump out a window and run to the hills.
Nothing seemingly happened for 15 minutes. Swordplay. Swordplay happened. Try to enter the study. Door was locked. Breaking glass. The kitchen to enter the study from the garden. The color quite vanished by the time he arrived. John was leaning against the. Oh, fuck, do we probably have to decide? Okay.
He then tried to enter the study, or gave up and raced to the kitchen.
By.
To enter the study from the garden. Wait. He gave up and raced to the kitchen and out the back door to enter the study from the garden. Oh, the glass was him hitting the display case, not that like the old man jumped out a window. Okay, that makes more sense.
I mean, the guy might have just gone out of the door.
Well, like he probably went out the garden door. Yeah. The collar had vanished by the time the general was leaning against the display case military miniature.
Well, it doesn't say that the front door stayed locked.
Well, like that is true, but before Senna could assist him, he dropped a rapier, fell over dead. I take it home. So, yeah, the letter was gone.
Case,
so he mysteriously disappeared. Is basically kind of what we're being told here.
Rapier.
I'm gonna make a guess and say that like this will have not much or like nothing to do with the ticket holders. Because this clearly seems to be surrounding the Polar Star, because if he was murdered by a Frenchman, like I'm pretty sure Napoleon was French, wasn't he?
Yep.
If it was like, so it's like a Frenchman talking about a letter to a guy who's on the verge of like finding the Polar Star, gets murdered. Like
don't
like,
run to do assumptions though.
Well, like the thing is, it's like that Frenchman would have nothing to do with the ticket holders because that's for like survivors of Waterloo, but it wouldn't be for the opposite side of the war. Because I assume they were against the French in that war. I don't know much about the Napoleon War. I'm just like,
I mean, who fucking knows? Okay, do we start with the fucking times?
What do you like? What's the next page?
No, thanks.
Okay, yeah, so that is the end of it. Okay.
We have to. Once again we have to decide where to start, and there's no time limit.
Yeah.
So I will look at the other side of the journal.
I'll look at page 1 then.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause you're on page 2.
So Duke Wellington today deposited military.
Wife of a daughter.
Duke Wellington.
Read over here. Congress represents daughter.
Okay. Wellington like the beef roll? I have no clue. Disaster at sea. Emma, that's a ship. Latest intelligence. I think I care about Australia. Okay. Join us back names. Yeah, okay. What is this? Needs food. Is it like... Why is the journal like this? This was weird.
Yeah, like the layout seems to be completely like the last one seemed like an actual newspaper. This is just a bit Secretary
weird.
I'm mostly trying to see if I can recognize any names or locations.
Yeah, same.
Oh, Waterloo anniversary. Please announce a dinner of the occasion of the 73rd anniversary of the Battle of Waterloo, Wednesday, June 18th.
That's probably the one where the was talking, because the Times is the sponsor of the event, right?
Well, like, yeah, like it's currently the 11th of June, so it's not happening yet. It's just like because this was like something we were told about. I'm just reading it out in case there's anything important.
You can buy this journal in Rome at Piazza di Spagna. Nice.
Surviving participants of the Waterloo Tontine will be guests of honor. Further information is available at the Langham Hotel or the Times office. That's another location I guess we can put down, the Times office.
Teeth? Automatic self-adjusting suction? Yeah, no thanks. What the fuck?
I'll get another note thing out.
Do you find something?
Well, like another possible location, just the Times office, because it's like you can find out more information about the Waterloo Tontine here.
I wonder if this is like advertisement.
There we go.
Let me look your...
The Waterloo things here.
Toy exhibition? I mean,
I still love how on the last one the only thing that was important was basically just
the fucking
£10 from bringing in a ring
to the woman, to the guy of like to the girl. Sorry, to the woman of the count.
The woman having the affair, yeah. Tailoring.
Norgate and Company announced to be published this summer new edition enlarged and revised Treasure of the Conquerors by General Francis Armistead, featuring the fabulous Baron Polestaff, 4 to off-calf, guild top price. What? Okay, it's the price of the book. I don't know, man. Do you think we should go somewhere? Oh, you're like recording locations we can go, because I have to also make a note of what we actually want.
Yeah, I just put down the times off because I don't think we
Location
had that down
history.
anywhere. Because like we had the Langham. Oh, sponsored by the Times, so we technically had that, but we know the Times office is definitely a location now.
Yep. I don't think so. Something that might be useful for the ticket holders. The ticket holders were also related to Napoleon.
How?
Well, they were in the Battle of Waterloo.
I mean, true, but it's but like they'd have been fighting against Napoleon, wasn't that the whole thing? Because it's like
Yeah, but so was the victim.
the victim, yeah, but he was murdered by a Frenchman.
Yeah, but you know.
um,
And before Sherlock Holmes just went, oh, I went to this guy. And he told me everything.
let me just look up who fought, like who were fighting
I
each
wonder
other.
if the age is important because he's the like they killed the youngest. Are they just trying to kill them from the youngest up? Because hopefully the older just die by themselves.
Okay, wait, was it actually just like basically everyone against France and like a few French countries?
Napoleon did make a pretty big empire, yes.
Well, it's like there's like 20 people against him, and then it's like the French Republic Empire and like Austria, Denmark, Norway,
Yeah,
Russia.
I mean, did you know what Napoleon did? Right? They just went around and were like, "Okay, this is mine now."
Well, you see, I never like it was never covered in my history class, and I'm like,
really,
I
that's
never,
weird.
I mean, like I think like it was more of a focus on like Irish history with like the Rising and stuff like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, I just sucked at history.
Yeah, also Napoleon did kind of invade Italy to a certain extent. So yeah,
Uh,
that's when they took the Mona Lisa.
oh.
I mean, that's the. I think that there's like that's like not contested, but like there's like people who argue like it was always meant to not be French, stuff like that. It was
Well,
like the generic Italian meme is to just go, ah, we
I'm
won, give us back the Mona Lisa.
I'm just thinking of like the James Acaster like bit from his comedy show where he's talking about like the British Museum and how it's like they just have displays of stuff they've taken from other countries in the past when they were like the big empire.
Yep.
And then it's like countries come back looking for their stuff and it's like they literally have our name written on it. This will be easy. And then like it's like, can we have our stuff back? You know, right this wrong. And then like Britain's just like, no, we're still looking at it.
Housemaid and parlor required. Oh.
So where to first now? I guess is the question.
Do we want to check any of our allies? I remember the Acasta bit. The what? Oh, I guess.
I'm gonna move these off the map just for our.
So we
so
have
we
allies which we can visit. Oof. Now we did it last time with Scotland Yard, and that didn't go well at all. But listen, maybe
this.
Well, I mean, there's a few places that apparently know history. Like maybe the library could be a good place.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, library would have a lot of info about.
I feel like it's a 50-50 we got going on right now. Where do we want to start and like try and focus on the Polar Star, or do we want to try?
See, that's why I like the library, because the library probably gives us some leads by themselves, because it probably will cover both.
Wouldn't
it?
You see, I feel like it would point us in the right direction, but it's a case of like it's definitely like one of those things that if you use it, you're gonna lose points, but just get a hint.
I mean, that's better than not knowing the answer.
I mean, like,
I mean, you remember how it went last time?
I mean, like where we went wrong last time is we went to the offices and we went, okay, we're done here, and it's like, but what about the plant? Oh, damn it!
We completely forgot about the plant. We didn't choose to not go there.
I just assumed the offices and the plant were the same thing. So when they were like, "Did you go to the plant?" Oh,
I kind of want to go to the library. I feel
well,
like it's enough out of the way that might be actually useful. It's like I'm trying to bit meta game the game.
I mean, you're saying you're trying to meta game, but I'm like, I feel like that's like a bad call if we want to actually try and like maximize our points.
I say we don't give a shit about the points. We just try to solve it.
I mean,
At least
fair.
we like try to be reasonable. If we have to try to min max at all costs, then I think we're just kind of not trying to enjoy the game.
I'm honestly just expecting that you're relying too much on the library. That's just gonna be like the same thing that happened with
I'm okay with that. I just want to see it.
Okay, okay. Well,
just,
I'll trust you, Ash. I'll trust you. We'll
sometimes I just want to take a
first.
gamble because what if it's actually a gamer move? Right?
I'm very doubtful, but like this just seems like a list of hints, and then it's like that you won't get any real answers. It's just maybe go to this place next.
No, I'm pretty sure that at one point at least we had to go to Scotland Yard at least for the case I
Well,
played.
last time, oh,
Well,
for one
yeah.
time you played. Okay.
Yeah. I say we go to the library. Oh,
Yeah.
kill Luna! Oh, Iki,
Where's
whatever. I don't remember which one you prefer. Thank you for the raid. We're playing Sherlock Holmes. Let me shout you out. What were you playing? Were you doing D&D? Or were you doing art? Oh, D&D. Let's go.
You can actually visit as Sherlock's brother.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's for like Gore and stuff. I actually wanted to do that for like last time, but we didn't. Hello.
Where's the library?
Oh, there. Is the same.
Right.
I thought one of them were like only one person is allowed to call you that, or something like that.
5SW.
5SW. Yes. So we are playing Sherlock Holmes. It's like a detective game. We have a case. A general was found dead. Is one of 6 ticket holders over really a lot of money, but he also was about to release a book with the information about who owns a big jewel owned by Napoleon, which apparently they knew this was at one point Napoleon's brother, but we don't know anymore. Apparently this guy admitted a French guest at 10 a.m. The French guest killed him and then just vanished. Apparently the French are also ninjas now. Okay.
I got the paragraph for you. Lomax answers our questions effortlessly. Tontine corns from the name Lorenzo Toni, the Napoleon banker who introduced the system into France in the 17th century. The Battle of Waterloo took place on June 18th, 1815. It is so named because it took place near the town of Waterloo in Belgium. The combined British and Prussian forces routed Napoleon's army. It proved to be his final and worst defeat. I already checked, the next page has nothing. We were just told about Waterloo.
Listen!
I knew it. I told you.
Let me take this out because it's easier to... Fucking hell. The library fire stuff. Listen.
It was nothing. It was completely nothing. We got more when we went to Scotland Yard last time. Oh.
Listen, we have to give it a shot. What if it worked though?
What? Yeah, or it's like we could have just. Where was the place? I was thinking we go to the publisher to the book.
Sure, let's go to the publisher. So, oh wait, actually,
Northgate and Company.
yeah, you should probably actually look up. Let's do that. You look up the address for the Norcal. I look the address for the ticket holders and other stuff. For
Taylor's
example,
Clubhouse.
we probably want to go to this guy's home because they probably have like other servants.
Yeah. Well, I say like going to the home. We're probably going to talk to the Batman.
I don't. Fucking hell.
It's
Sure.
funny because it's completely accurate.
Yep. I know it, but I still hate it. Okay, let me look at where this guy lives.
Ash, I'm gonna say though, I'm gonna find it hilarious if the issue is we went to
27
London
Northwest.
Library, and it's like if we went to the British Museum, we would have gotten like a mind blowing revelation. There's like 10 libraries.
Oh!
Um.
I hate this. What?
Oh, booksellers. Is that it? No.
Are you shitting me? There's multiple libraries?
Well, yeah, but only one's an ally, so I feel like unless
Oh,
we're
because
specifically
we're technically
mentioned it.
going to the someone's. Oh,
Yeah, we're going to like a friend that works.
how
at
do
a
you flip
library.
again? Okay, this way.
Yeah.
My game just got stuck for a second. Okay, so I need to.
What's the name of them
Robert
again?
Jurgens.
Northgate and Company book publisher.
46 Northwest. Anita Thomas. So apparently, I mean, given this amount of names, they probably have written stuff for every single one of them.
Or it's like like maybe. Well, like I feel like there's it skips a few numbers in the booklet. I just think that maybe like over all of the cases, you could theoretically like you end up having the possibility of going to every location. And if not, it's like if we released future stuff, we can use these numbers then.
So Thomas, Anita is. Anita and Claire live at the same place.
They're twins.
But that doesn't mean anything. They're 80. Come on.
Yeah, they could just be living in the same retirement home. You don't know.
Listen.
I am not finding them.
Just because someone is twin doesn't mean they have to live the same life.
There.
William Roland. Well, I mean, technically they went to the same battle, so. "36 West Central." Right?
Norgate and Company. I'm just struggling to find Norgate.
Peter
and
Dudley.
Company.
Where's the D? Dudley. Oh, there it is. Due southeast.
Oh, here we go. 41 WC.
But yeah, this is gonna take a while. We're gonna spend probably a couple hours trying to figure this murder, and then we're gonna not figure it out.
Yep.
That was not a nice noise. What the fuck? Behave, an eggwork. Wait, where are we now?
Northgate and Co. 41 WC. It's the printing company.
Okay.
They are in like the company listing. They're in the like just the phone book, so it took me a while to find them.
Northgate and Co. What was the address again?
41 WC.
Okay. I invite you to go read the section, which will probably be super long because that's my luck.
Oh, wait, wrong booklet. Where is it?
It's here.
Yeah. Now, where is WC? Let's jump to 15. WC at
Wait,
night.
how did D&D go?
Oh, I actually got the page perfectly, and look, it's massive. I told you.
God damn it. Well, is it full of info though, or is it just the fucking count one where it just spent most
where
of the
it's
page
like
saying nothing?
Here's an entire page of how old and ugly this guy looks. So we're
It's
gonna
actually
really
the kitchen with
emphasize
leftover
his wife
pizza.
is cheating on him. Okay. Clive Dorman at Northgate and Co. tells us about General Armstead's revision of Treasures of the Conquerors. In March, we received a letter from a Pierre Martin from Paris addressed to the letter,
Yeah.
potentially the Frenchman that
Yes,
murdered
I'm
him.
gonna write it.
We forwarded it to him. 2 days later, the general came to see us with the news that the author of the letter knew of the whereabouts of the fabulous diamond called the Polar Star that once belonged to Joseph Bonaparte, Napoleon's brother. He believed that the information was genuine because the letter combined a detailed description of how the gem was stolen from its last known owner, Count Rostov, a Russian. It also contained details of the lime and place of the sale to its present owner, who actually commissioned the theft, an Englishman. The general was very anxious to include the chapter on the diamond in the revision edition of his book. The only person that such a chapter had been omitted from the first chapter was for want of that final bit of information. For our part, we were very anxious to publish such a revised edition. The original publication caused quite a stir in the public. You see, many of the treasures were in fact reconquered by their present owners, by whatever means available, fair or foul. Many of them had secrets to hide. The revelation of those secrets created quite a sensation. The more libel suits that were pressed against us, the more the book sold. Envisioning another such scandal with regard to the Polar Star, we immediately made the announcement in the Times. As soon as we did, letters began pouring in. Some simply rejoicing in our news, some reserving copies, and some anonymous, of course, forecasting doom for the general should the book be re-released. Was there any pattern to those letters? Did they appear to have come from any one person? No, although we never saved any to compare them. We simply burned them as they came in. Have you had any contact with Pierre Martin? I knew that he was in town to meet with the general. I have a draft for £5,000 ready. When I learned that the general's death, I wired Monsieur Martin that his information is still valuable to us.
Wait, when did he die? How does he know it's dead already?
I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone know. Like when it was his death, like we were told he died. It was like I thought we were told he died recently.
I mean, Lestrade came running to us.
Well, yeah, but that could be just like when it first became public.
Lestrade is from fucking Scotland Yard. I would assume he knows before everyone else.
I say we'll go back and double check because
Yeah, okay. Let me check
that could completely change the case where it's like,
So
did they
wait.
murder him to cut out the middleman?
Probably. Okay, let me check. So Pierre Martin, whatever. So
Yep.
he had a letter. It said
Where
that the gem was stolen from Count Rostov, which, by the way, I think I saw in the where I already heard Rostov's name.
it
So
might have been on your side because I don't recognize.
Yeah, might be on my side. And it was commissioned by an Englishman, so that would imply that the Englishman is the current owner. What do you
I
mean
think
it
like
also contained details of the lime? Does it mean the gem?
I don't know what lying means in this regard. This is a very old board game.
Yeah.
Like Lime Diamond. I'm just getting Steven Universe now. Diamond lime engagement ring?
Wait, no, it was stolen and then sold to the Englishman. The stolen gem. Okay, so it wasn't commissioned, at least according to the letter.
The Earth used building mortar and used has a sense of sticking or adhering. Oh, okay, that's not helpful.
I'm pretty sure lime is gonna be the gem, yeah. Because it's never mentioned before.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, then they told the times. So okay, so what this would let us think is that this guy had multiple motives to kill the guy. So maybe he didn't want the information to be available, and that's
Like
why they went
we
to do
we
that.
we were given like multiple potential suspects where it's like it could be the
There's
Englishman who
money.
didn't want to like people to find out that he got his hands on it.
Uh,
It could be the
no.
Frenchman because to like keep the news from getting out, or like so he can get it himself, or keep it
Uh,
hush. Like it might be the same Frenchman that killed him. It's just we just know that they had a French accent. For all we know, it could just be a guy wearing a rubber mask that just put on a French accent. And before the Englishman's just a legendary assassin. Um, Actually, is there? I have the P section open already.
We simply
Uh,
burn them? What the fuck? They just burn fan mail?
the fan mail that's like death threats. Like it's
Oh,
not like
okay.
they burn all of it. It's just
I would
it's
keep
another
those
death threat.
specifically. What the fuck? Okay,
Well,
let
I
me
mean,
check
they probably
this.
get so much as a newspaper that they just kind of stopped caring. EIE.
So, blah blah blah. Celebrating the conclusion of munition magnet case when I hear clever. So this is literally after the first case, like the same day probably, or like the day after.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, of course I'm like not finding it. I'm looking at like P's when that's just his first name. Pierre Martin. Martin. That's a way easier name to find. Too far. 5? Or do I just have the alphabet mixed up? Where's M in the alphabet? Oh, I was already on the right page.
uh-huh. At 10 o'clock this morning, he died today.
Okay, yeah.
How the fuck do they know?
Oh, they might have been told by the Batman.
Then we should go check the Batman.
Definitely. I'm just trying to like
Let
get the
me
address
check.
of Pierre.
Okay, I'll get the address of the Batman.
Because Matin.
David Sennett.
There's so many people with like M.
Yep. Oh, there's many more people with S. It's like more than they're like 8 pages than some.
Oh boy.
Sennett. What the fuck? There's no Sennett?
Martin Hewitt Detective
Sennett David,
Agency.
27 Northwest. Oh, it's the same. Yeah, it lives with the victim.
Oh. Okay, I don't think does he not have an address? I don't think Pierre has one.
Well, he was in town, which means they probably don't live here.
Yeah, but I just mean like they're not in the
Yeah,
phone book
because
or
they
whatever.
probably don't live in London.
Well, it's like we need to question him. How do we do that then? Because he seems to be vital for the investigation.
You sure it's not here? Yep.
Because because it goes like MAS to MAU. So it's like there's no
Yeah.
MAE for
That's
like
a good
man,
question. I have no clue.
unless we like
Phone
got the
by.
spelling, like is the spelling wrong maybe?
Well, I say we should check the journal again. Sorry, the newspaper. Because I want to check for the count and we can check if Pierre is somewhere here.
Yeah. God, I'm at, like, for some reason today I'm just like struggling to like read all this.
Oh my. Ah,
Well,
damn.
it's just like a faint headache. It's not bad, but it's just a little bit.
What?
Um, Journal Spec condemns what it describes as indifference to the Russian press. Attacks made upon Sir Robert Morier. Is that the name of the guy?
So at the Times office, someone wants lessons in French? Maybe we should go to the Times office.
Where Rustov. Okay, so it's definitely not that guy.
Wait, what the fuck? Telegram from Paris not understood. Only restoration of book required. Sycamore. Does it mean Sycamore? Is it like a place?
Wait. That might be important. Where is it again?
First in personal.
Telegram from Paris not understood. Only restoration of book required.
But it doesn't say like a location or anything.
Could that be that they want? Actually, no. That's from Paris, so it wouldn't be, or maybe because
Well,
I'm
it's
thinking
from
like, could that be them trying to like to translate the missing chapter?
could be, but there's no.
But I feel like that wouldn't be the case because it's not like the guy wrote it in French. He wrote it in English, and then
Well, it doesn't say that it's in
Frenchman
French.
telegram from Paris. So you'd assume that means it's like
Yeah,
from
but it
like
doesn't
in
say that
French.
it doesn't say that. Oh, by the way, there's a charity called Seaman. Just thought I'd let you know.
Uh, well then.
But yeah, I'm looking for like Sycamore. I'm not finding anything, so I don't think we can literally go there. Whatever this guy is doing.
Well, you
So
never did you check like the
yeah. I checked.
letters?
Harold, same time next week. What? Uh, uh.
Oh yeah, no, like Sylvester. I don't think that's who we're looking for. Um, what was that last page we were given again? Because where are we
Uh,
currently?
please,
41.
I am sure that there was someone mentioning the Russian, and I'm half sure that there's the
Well,
Count
I found
fucking
something mentioning Russia, but then it's like it ended up not being related.
Oh,
It
okay.
was like indifference of the Russian press in regard to the attacks made upon Sir Robert Morier by the portion of the German press.
Robert Moyer, yeah, it doesn't.
But
Wait, is that?
like I didn't finish checking this here.
Yeah, that doesn't seem important. I'm literally just skimming really quickly.
What were we told here again? I knew that he was in town to meet with General. I drafted fight. Alright, I wired Monsieur Martin that his information is still valuable to us. Well, they wired him, but I'm gonna double check in case there's not more. Okay, there isn't.
Oh, they haven't paid him yet.
Uh,
I mean, I think we just go to the apartment and at least hear its story.
yeah.
It's
Where's
also the
that?
location where the murder took place, so that's probably good enough. It's the place is 27 Northwest.
27 Northwest. Yeah, did you just see me
Uh,
just like use the map
victims
token to just
lies Batman.
smack Neko Arc off? Just to be like, out of the
Okay,
way.
If it ever says Batman, you have to say no first.
41 was it?
Yep.
41.
No, sorry. 27.
Oh,
41 is where we were.
27.
27 is like
21. 26.
the fuck.
28. 27.
Oh, you're fine.
So Northwest 27.
Oh, I need music. This is what I'm forgetting. One
Oh, I
second.
should probably have music in the background too, actually, but I'm just like,
Sure.
I guess I can do that. I can just keep it low though. I don't want it to be too much. Now in game Fortnite Chapter 4. Why am I suddenly getting like epic notifications? I never get those.
I don't
There.
like that. Let's do this.
Northwest, nice 20.
It's
Wait,
Jet
what?
Noir doesn't really fit. Oh man.
27.
I'll do just Jet Lounge.
Um,
No, I don't like this.
At the Armstead home, we find that the police have cordoned off the premises, and it's only after monitoring Inspector Lestrade's name in a loud and indignant tone. Next page. Holy!
What? Oh fucking hell!
So,
Wait.
so I went from this page, right?
Yeah.
You see this little line
Yeah.
here, and then you go to the next page, and you notice that it doesn't. It's like it's still all the same one.
Yeah, it doesn't end.
It is cut off. How long
Okay.
does this go? Oh god, it's almost like another half page after that.
I mean, it is the scene of the crime, and it has our best lead.
There's
And
the scene of the crime, but then like remember when we went to the scene of the crime last time, and it
Yeah.
was like half a page.
okay, so
I just
Wait,
needed to take a drink before I start reading.
yeah, I'll just on the other.
It was just like they weren't letting us in until we said the name of the inspector.
Okay,
so like
please.
nothing to worry about.
Notes on the place. Please.
That we were able to gain admittance. Yeah, so that was just like the we arrived, so this would be when it's actually starting. Okay. We pass into a large foyer which houses some of the general's art collection. One on a pedestal is the alabaster vase. A card states that it once belonged to Alexander the Great, given to him in tribute by the Egyptian prince. In a glass enclosed niche is a jade necklace, once owned by Augustus Caesar's wife, Livia. In all, there are some 15 objects in the foyer, none of which appear to have been disturbed. At the study door, we are met by the general's valet and former Batman, David DeSantis. We judge him to be the general's contemporary, that is, in his 70s, more by his white hair and weathered face than by his deterioration of his physique. He is, in fact, slim and athletically built. One has no problem imagining that his uniform is 40 years ago, still fits him perfectly. Okay, quick theory. I think he might have just done it.
Why?
Because, like, he could have just went in the room, locked it, had the sword fight, killed him, and then just say that he ran around and he got there and there was nothing there. Like, the letter might have never existed, which is why it wasn't found after he died.
Okay, but what's the motive?
Get the gem for himself.
And lose
It's
employment.
I'm just throwing the idea out there, but also keep in mind if he did get the gem, he'd lose employment, but he'd also be like the richest man in the world.
Well, not really. Everyone would know.
Well,
not really. Well, wait.
Well,
No.
Like, the only person that knew was the general.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He doesn't have the gem. He knows who has it. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there just because I'm
'Cause
like,
we
it's
don't
the
know that
fact
the
they
general.
mentioned that he's slim, athletically built. Like you can tell he's old by his hair and face, but his body, he's fucking jacked. Like,
See, what I don't like about this is that the general didn't have the gem, at least allegedly.
yeah, like the twist could be that he did have it, but we don't know. But I'm just throwing the idea out
Yeah.
there just because like that's what I'm gonna be thinking of.
Also, yeah,
Um,
it's stories that he went to the kitchen. That means someone can probably prove his alibi or disprove it. I don't know. We'll see.
yeah. One has no problem imagining that his uniform of 50 years ago still fits him perfectly. Yeah, so like he'd still like fighting fit basically. Ramrod stiff, only his eyes betray any emotion that they are quite red, as if from weeping. He readily agrees to conduct us on a tour of the premises. The study is a very large room devoid of furniture.
Batman
Save for the...
theme sad. Okay.
Batman's always sad. The
Yeah,
study
but
is a very
not in Sherlock Holmes.
The study is a very large room devoid of furniture, save for a desk at the opposite end of the room. To the right, between two bookcases, is a glass
Wait, what the
enclosed
fuck? How did I do
display,
this? Okay.
the top of which has been shattered. In the glass case is a diorama of 200 military figurines hanging on the wall above are flags, sabers, and hussars, pullants, and other military equipage. The general called this his Waterloo Wall, explained Sennett. These are mementos of that great battle, and of course the Tone-Tine ticket. The ticket, a large certificate, really, is framed and hanging at above or about eye level among the other paraphernalia. I know the word. I know how to say it. It's just paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia?
Ugh. Paraphernalia. Let me just no, I don't have it set up. I was gonna just get
Don't
Google
worry about
Translate to do
it.
it. Paraphernalia. No, it's okay. It's like merchandise,
Yeah, I know.
whatever.
Paraphernalia.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you said it right there. There
Yeah,
you go.
I already said it once.
Well, the first time I thought you also got it wrong. The second time though, it seemed fine. This is where I found the general, says Sennett, leaning over the diorama. He must have smashed the glass with the pommel of his rapier. What does the diorama represent? It is a depiction of the last great British charge which swept the French from the field at Waterloo. The Iron Duke, as the Duke of Wellington was called, is waving his hat to signal the advance. Here now.
I fucking
Sennett
love
points
this
to the
guy
figure
already.
representing Wellington, which all the other figurines are advancing towards the viewer. The figure of Wellington is turned around in the opposite direction, that is to say, facing the wall. How strange, says Sennett. He was about to set it right when we cautioned him that nothing in the room should be touched until the police investigation is completed. Oh, that might be important.
There was something on the newspaper about the Duke of Wellington, but I assume it's like old stuff.
Might be. On the wall opposite to the Waterloo Wall are hung two crossed cavalry pennants. Above them, some 10 feet up the wall, is a single rapier that is a dust pattern on the wall which crosses it, indicating a missing twin. It was the rapier that the general had, explained Sennett. A chair normally placed by the desk for the use of visitors has been moved against the wall of the rapier. Faint footprints soil the fabric of the seat. Several handwritten pages which represent the revisions of the book Treasures of Conquerors are strewn up on top of the general's desk. Sennett tells us that the general was working on it when the visitor arrived. These particular pages dealt with the history of the gem, the Polar Star. It traces its ownership from Napoleon's brother up to the Russian Count Rostov. who acquired it in the year 1872 and from whom it was stolen in 1887. Next to the manuscript is a letter from Pierre Martin. It simply states that he's prepared to divulge the name of the present owner of the gem for the agreed upon fee. Information and money are to be traded at the Bridge House Hotel at 10 p.m. on the 12th. So that's tomorrow. Also of interest is a notion in the general's appointment book for the day of the murder, 1 p.m., the French embassy. The general was to meet up with his old friend, Jean-Paul Garad, says Senate. Monsieur Grenade was an instructor at the École Militaire when the general was sent to France in 48. Were you with the general in France? Oh yes, I'd been with the general for almost 45 years. Finally, there is a small framed photograph of a stern-looking woman. That is the late Mrs. Armstead, says Senate. We detect a note of hostility in Senate's tone and inquire about it. Well, sir, you might say that Mrs. Armstead and I never quite got on. You might say that Mrs. Armstead did not get on with anyone, including the general. Theirs was not a love match? No, sir. Lord Fitch was in danger of having a spinster daughter on his hands, and the general, well, sir, he saw it as the way of social and career advancement. It was an arrangement, nothing more. But surely something between them must have developed. Why else would the general keep her picture on the desk? Actually, it was placed there to tweak Mrs. Armstead. To tweak Mr. Armstead's brother, or Mrs. Armstead's brother, the present Lord Fitch. You see, a good deal of Mrs. Fitch's wealth, and so the general's was in stock in various companies. Her brother also hold stock in those companies. Whether they liked it or not, and believe me, they did not, Lord Fitch and the general were in business together. Lord Fitch was to see the general this morning, but he never arrived. Normally, the picture resides in the lower hand drawer. Going back to this morning, would you describe the color to us? He was a short, old man. He wore a black cape and carried a carpet bag. Oh, and he walked with a cane. Okay, the cane's probably a sword. He didn't give a name. No, he simply asked to see the general and presented a letter which he intimated that the general would want to see. You didn't see the contents of the letter? No, but the envelope was yellowed with age, and it was addressed in a very graceful hand to Captain Armstead, 12th Hussars, the general's old regiment. When we read it, he went very pale. Then, in a subdued voice, he asked me to admit the gentleman. When you finally got into the room through those garden doors, the study door was still locked, correct? Yes, that's right. The garden is surrounded by an 8-foot wall, and the only way in or out of the garden is through the house, correct? Yes, either through the kitchen door or through these doors. We thank him and leave. So I think that's implying that he would have to have gone past the murderer running through the house. Is basically what that's implying.
Wait.
Or okay. A short old man managed to climb and go over an 8-foot wall.
Okay. 12 Hussars. Is that like the address?
Regiment. That was his regiment back in the war. The letter was addressed to his name, the 12th Hussars. So it was also a yellowed with age. So it was a very old letter that was to be sent to him. And because it mentions his regiment, I assume it might have been a letter he was meant to receive during the war. Lord Fitch might be someone to look into.
Yeah.
Because he had a bad relationship with.
Can you go back? Actually, I wanna take more notes. So.
Oh, of the previous page.
Yeah. No. That was already the previous page. Okay.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to turn it, which is why I was like, what?
Because there's like appointments and stuff that we need to note.
Yeah.
So
One was like for
apparently,
Fitch, who never like showed up. Fitch Lord Malcolm, I assume it was. It's the only Fitch, so that's 39th SW.
okay, we also need note appointment.
Lord Malcolm, 39 SW.
So the French embassy apparently wanted him. Jean-Paul Gerard.
Yeah, he has a
Okay.
friend there.
Jean-Paul.
Where's
Can
the
you look
French
up
embassy
French Paul Gerard?
again? Oh, look up the name of the guy and not the actual.
Yeah. Also, I guess worst case they just tell us to go to the embassy.
Yeah, and we wouldn't lose points because they tend to
Yep.
like be like, it doesn't count if you're just told to go to this place to find the guy you were obviously looking for.
Late Mrs. Amstead, so the wife is dead.
Yeah, she died, and he had the
Okay.
photo up to fuck with her brother.
What's a spinster daughter?
I assume just like she's just like messing about and like just being a pain. Spinster. An unmarried woman, typically an older woman beyond the usual age of marriage. Oh, it's like nobody would marry her because she was just like a pain, probably. Because she said that like they said that she didn't get along with anybody. She was like way too old to be married off. Probably because it was like, you know.
I don't think this guy did it. The timing doesn't match.
With who?
With the killing.
Like Lord Fitch or
no, the Batman. I don't see a motive. The ticket is still there.
Well, like, I mean, because the ticket is still there. Well, like, isn't the deal with the ticket is it's the last person left alive who has a ticket, so it's a case of like it's the last man standing, not like the ticket doesn't matter. I don't think.
Yes, but think about it. If it doesn't take the ticket, Scotland Yard will probably take it.
Yeah,
or is
but
the
like,
ticket like to a specific person?
I think it's to a specific person.
Okay.
Because
well, then he doesn't
that,
have
like,
a ticket, so that's
because
okay.
because it's like
Thank
there's only 6 people left who had tickets. So,
Is that-
but like, if like 100 tickets were sent off and only 6 are left, if having the ticket mattered, then their children would be like have those tickets.
Did these names ever come up? I don't think they do. So far, seems the Gem is our first lead, which is incredibly suspicious.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was doing. I was going to locations.
Do you think Martin would be at the French embassy? I don't think so.
I mean, he doesn't have his name in the book or address. It's like our best bet is like would probably be to go to the French embassy to find him theoretically, but would that be just like running around with our like chasing our own tails or whatever the saying is? 59 SW.
Who do you think is? Oh, did you find Jean Paul?
Well, it's like I got the French embassy because it's like there's an embassy section. I know that, so it was like easier to do it that way. Because yeah, it was like Jean, right? So I guess I'll see if I can find his house. Because like I think it's either we go to his house and we're told to go to the embassy, or we go to the embassy and we're told to go to his house.
There's no Gerard anyway. So we have to go to the embassy. If we wanna find that guy. So this guy is also not from London.
Do we want to go to the French embassy next?
I feel like we might find one of two people.
Fair.
So I am consistently wrong though. So you
I
pick.
mean, am I much better? I just find the subplot and get way too worked up over it.
Okay, French embassy. Where is it? I have to look it up.
I already got the location. I put it in locations. French embassy 59 SW.
Okay, I'll write it down on the history.
Because I think it's either we go to Lord Finch, who I also marked down the location of as 39 SW.
We haven't gone to the office, to the Times office yet, but I'll keep it for later probably.
To whose
French
office?
embassy. To the Times.
Oh yeah, well that the Times, that's like related to the tickets. So I don't think we need to bother with the time if we're going to like focus on the gem.
Okay.
So it's either French embassy or Lord Finch.
I already put down French embassy.
So we'll do that then.
So that's
39.
59 Southwest.
59, yeah. $53. That's the Russian. Oh, there's the French embassy.
Yep.
Here's
the book.
Oh, thank you. Oh God, too far. Actually, wasn't it earlier on? SE. Okay.
I think Southwest is the first pages.
No, it's SE's the first pages. Oh, here we go.
59. Oh, that's pretty long.
Oh boy. Let me get a drink real quick.
Okay, I'll take another notebook.
I need to lubricate my throat so I don't die. A sprightly, silver-haired gentleman meets us in the embassy waiting room. He introduces himself as Jean-Paul Gerard.
Okay, we found Gerard. Okay, wait. So what does sprightly mean?
Like, I know it's like something where like you're quick on your feet or something. Like you're energetic, I think. Yeah, sprightly, especially of an old person, lively, full of energy.
Okay.
One
thing we know. Okay, let me.
A sprightly, silver-haired gentleman meets us in the embassy waiting room and introduces himself as. He leads us to a small office where we can have our conversation in privacy. Monsieur, we begin. We knew General Armstead from his tour of duty at the École Militaire. Did you not? Yes. The general, he was but a captain at the time, was one of a group of English officers sent to our war college. We, in turn, sent a number of French officers to your war college at Sandburst.
Okay.
It was assigned to by the general's guide, and it were during his stay. During his stay, we were quartered together and were constantly in each other's company for an entire year. In such a situation, people emerge as either the worst of enemies or the best of friends. Happily, the latter was true in our case. Would you describe the general as he was at the time? The general was quite a dashing fellow, I would say. Then, when on duty, there was no one more dedicated officer in the English army. His knowledge of military history was astounding, but off duty, well, that was another matter entirely. He breaks into a broad grin. I'm afraid the general was quite a devotee of wine, women, and song, although not by any means in that order. I was quite amazed that, shall we say, stamina. I, a Frenchman, could not keep up with him. When I complained that he was putting me and my countrymen to shame in matters of love, he laughed and said that it was because we did not have a horse face to spur us on. You see, just before the general left England, he had become engaged to Mary Fitch, later Mrs. Armstead. On her, he had conferred the unfortunate bequeathed Horseface. It was a marriage of convenience only. It would provide the general with social position and significant increase in wealth. He looked on his stay in France as a last fling before the marriage knot was tied. Around his neck was the way he phrased it. So there was no particular woman in General's life at the time. Curiously, there was someone, although I never learned her name. My former flower called her. I remember one morning, actually, it was the middle of the night, near the end of the tour duty, when the general awakened me. It was obvious that he had not been in bed and was slightly inebriated. He wanted me to rise and sortie with him out into the country. I told him to get some sleep. Morning call would only be an hour or so away. With my rebuff, he settled down on his bed and rambled on somewhat cryptically about promises that he must be kept and promises that couldn't be. Finally, he slumped over on the bed inside. My former flower,
Why did you say former? That's little.
Or my little flower. My little flower, I shall never forget the depth of that sigh. Ma Floretti?
My flower. Yeah, it's like my flower. My little flower.
Have you seen the general over the 10 over the years? No, not at all. In fact, our friendship has been entirely maintained by correspondence. Last week, when I arrived in London, we had supper at Rules, and then when to see the French actor Philippe Arnoux perform, the general commented that my presence next to him while French was being spoken from the stage reminded him of the old days. It was in fact the first time in almost 40 years that we had actually been in each other's presence. Your visit went well? Oh, exceedingly. The general was in excellent spirits. Was there anything in particular on his mind? Did he seem worried? No, not at all. He joked at length about the upcoming Tontine celebration at the Langham. Alas, he even predicted that he would certainly outlast the other ticket holders and win. He was very enthusiastic about new information concerning the Polar Star. He was to meet someone this week, a countryman of mine, if I'm not mistaken, who was to give him that information. If anything, he was looking forward to that meeting. What business did his appointment with you this afternoon involve? The business of two old friends simply getting together to dine and chat. It is hard for me to believe that my good friend is gone.
Okay. So I don't think we have much here.
We might. Do you like the letter that he was given? Yeah. I think it might have been from his little flower. Because it was a very old letter. It was directed to him by name and his regiment. And that would have been back when he was in the military, when he would have been involved with her. That would be why his face went white and he wanted to see the guy immediately. Because I think it might have been his chance to reconnect with his little flower and maybe actually have a romance that was actual love and not out of political gain. So I think that's basically telling us what the letter was about. So okay, the Frenchman that murdered him, theoretically that could mean that the murder had nothing to do with the gem, had nothing to do with the tickets. It could have purely been something to do with the flower. Odds of that very slim.
We also have to figure out who the fuck this girl is.
Yeah, you see, I don't know if that'd be possible, which is the issue. Oh wait, did I?
What?
Oh wait, you went back to the first page. I got confused, and then okay, yeah. So
I wonder.
Oh?
do we want to check the other soldiers? War College Sunburst. Is that even a place we can go to?
Sandhurst. I feel like that's gonna be an incredible long shot because it's like he wasn't there. That's just where like the French soldiers were sent to, and then the English officers were sent to the War College. And the thing is, none of the other people on the list of ticket holders could have went there. There's like the odds that they happen to be part of the same regiment as him.
See, that's why I'm asking. Would they even have it in the map?
Like, I'm sure we could go visit them, but I feel like
You
they're
think so? Because I can't even find it. Oh, there's the war office, but I don't think that's...
Well, there's also like the what do you call it? The Waterloo anniversary at the Langham Hotel, so they all just might be there together.
Ah! Alright! The other ticket holders!
Oh, I thought that's what you were talking about.
I didn't think about that.
Well, like, I'm pretty sure they'd all be dead ends. I don't really see...
You think so?
Well, like... It feels like the murder...
So we know Little Flower
like, everything that was going
French.
on with him, it would be, like... It feels like the ticket had nothing to do with him.
Oh.
The ticket's super valuable, but, like... Nothing we've seen even refers to it, apart from the fact it was still on his wall. So I'd be shocked if it actually had to do with that, which might mean that it entirely is, but like I feel like that seems like it seems to be either the gem or his like old flame. I feel like it makes too much sense with the flower and like the really old letter, because who would send him a letter that like he might have never received? Probably his little flower. And maybe something happened to her, and maybe it was like the Frenchman that murdered him was a relative of hers and wanted vengeance. Like maybe she tried to get with him and it went badly.
I'm gonna do a long shelf myself.
The only issue is like finding her. Like we could see Lord Fitch. What? Yeah, I'm
Do you
wondering
wanna
if
check
there's
if-
even any point of seeing
What
him.
happens if we try to go to a location that's not in the book? Does it still count?
I mean, if I just picked one at random and let's say like just hypothetically, where are we right now? Southwest.
Let me just check.
Like let's say like 21 for example. I'm not actually gonna read it. Yeah, there's no 21. So if you pick a space on random, it might have nothing, or it
Okay,
could
if the lead
have
doesn't
something.
exist, we cannot. Like, it doesn't count as a place we went.
Do we wait? Where is? It's down here.
Okay, I want you to look out. Uh, 72 Southwest.
72 Southwest.
Yeah,
It only goes up. It only goes up to 59.
Okay, fair enough. There's a Fleur. Gabrielle. Because here's the thing, right? This guy's calling it.
You're just looking for French-sounding names in the phone.
No, you don't get it. The guy's French. So here, the general saying fleurette, and he thinks my little flower, because fleurette means that.
Oh.
But what if the general is not? Like, what if he's mistaken and fleurette is a name?
Oh, some what do you call it? There was some Sherlock's like thing where it's like someone wrote a name down, or it looked like they were writing a name down, but it ended up being like German for something.
Okay. Yeah, so since there is a fleur, I thought like that maybe something like that.
It was like 79 Southwest, you said?
See, now the thing is, there's a fucking telegram from Paris or something. I don't know. Who the fuck is this guy?
See, it's like because of how
Where do
badly
we
we went
go
last
now?
time, we're now
Do
just
you want to
being
go to Lord Fitch? I don't
I
think
mean,
there's...
I don't like. It's just a case of like talk to people. Like they clearly like fucking despise each other. Is all I'm thinking.
Yeah, and if we probably wouldn't know the letter. Would he? Wait, Fitch was Fitch in France? I don't think so, right?
No, no.
Wait.
The mentioning of Fitch was his sister because it was like they were gonna get married. So you basically
Yeah,
the
wait,
general was just
but no,
sleeping
no, no, no,
around,
no, no, no,
getting
no. Wait.
drunk.
Time out. The general knew Fitch, and Fitch made the general marry his sister, which means they knew each other before that.
Well, it's like he married
The
his sister because it was like a political move. I don't know if it was the brother,
political
but
move
like
to
I
what? When did they meet?
power money because they're like their lord Fitch. So he's marrying into a better off family.
Oh, was that in the?
Like they mentioned that he married into the family because it would give him more like it would advance his career and like make him more wealthy.
Oh yeah, actually, you're right. Okay.
Like Fitch is at like 39 SW, which I got the page up already. Let me just smack
So we're just going to Fitch.
Echo
Okay.
Arc. There we go.
Lord Fitch. What's the address?
It's 39. I'm already putting down
39
the marker.
Southwest.
Pipeline.
Okay.
Buckingham Palace is a location. What do you know? We just like, hey Queen, what's up? Do you got any ideas about this murder? Or would it be the king back then? I don't know.
Oh, there's fucking hotels too. Shit.
Wait, what? I thought we were on the page.
What?
You
39?
changed
Oh
it?
yeah, I did change it. Sorry,
Okay.
because I want to go back and read the other stuff.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
What? Why are you going? You were on the page. You're here.
Oh, I'm.
Like what the heck?
I admit of having a strong dislike for Armstead, said Lord Fitch. He was a cad and a bounder who made my sister's life miserable. I argued at length with my father against the marriage, but to no avail. Unfortunately, Mary was not the attractive sort who had suitors by the score. Far from it, she was a real danger, as my father put it. Yeah, like the guy that married her
Spinsterhood,
called her
okay.
a horse face.
Yeah.
Of advancing rapidly into spinsterhood, unless he did something about it, and so their engagement was arranged just before Armstead was sent to a military mission to France. During that year, I continued to argue against the marriage. I had made several friends on my tour of the continent, and I asked them to forward any information that I might have on Armstead's unsavory
Oh.
activities. Oh, this is gonna tie into your one. I can feel it. They regularly sent back word of his riotous living, his drinking and womanizing and such. Finally, there was some scandal of Mile involving a young French girl of a good family. But even with this documentation, my father would not dissolve the betrothal. I even went so far as to give the story to the newspapers, hoping to create an untenable situation for everyone involved. But my father got wind of it and used his influence to stop the publication.
So we should go to the Times.
Maybe, but it's a case of like it was stopped from happening, and this was back when he was
but they
in
probably
the
have it
military,
somewhere.
like 50 years ago.
It's fucking newspaper. They have archives for everything, unless there's another lie for it.
Apart from the death threats, they burn immediately.
No, that was the publication company.
Oh yeah.
We didn't go to the Times.
The story involved got wind of it, influence of the publication. You must understand, I considered that whatever hurt I was doing my sister in the publishing of such a scandal was the lesser of evils in the long run. At the time, I was sure the marriage was a mistake, and so it proved to be. May I ask why you did not keep your appointment with the general this morning? My wife took suddenly ill. I summoned Dr. Anstree and waited until his arrival at around 10 o'clock. Thank you, Lord Fitch, for your time. I'll take down that name in case we want to visit the doctor, I guess, to confirm the story.
Yeah. I mean, it cannot be him. It's not French.
Well, it's a case of like he could just say, "Oh yeah, like she was sick, but her husband went out."
I feel like the Batman wouldn't recognize Lord Fitch.
Unless he was wearing like
because from what we remember, the guy was unknown to the victim. So it cannot be Fitch and it cannot be Gerard.
It's probably somebody from the good family because we were told that like his relationship with his little flower was scandalous and it was like newsworthy.
But here's the thing, right? Now we know that there's people outside of the family who know of a scandal involving the victim and this girl.
Well, like that's what I was saying. It's like it could be okay, so we know it was a scandal with the French girl, so probably the French family probably happy about it, and I guess.
Let me see if there's like a. So there's an ally, which is a journalist at London Times, but it's only information on current events. So.
Like, I'm 90% sure this has nothing to do with the gem and nothing to do with the tickets. This is purely to do with the little flower now. I guess, like, the Times is the only way to find out about the scandal. Like, you think he'd just tell us what the deal was.
Langlade Pike knows all the gossip, too. So do we just go to the offices, or do you have a better idea? I am out of leads.
Newspapers.
Unless you wanna go to the actor. I'm kinda after the solution. I wanna hear what the actor has to say.
I mean, would the actor have anything? We could do it for a laugh, but we're just gonna lose points.
After the solution, I want to visit a bunch of people.
In before the actor is actually like the relative and was like the breaking.
Oh my god.
Okay, so the Times is at 30 EC. So I guess we'll go there next.
Wait, 30 EC? Oh, so it's the ally.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Times.
Yeah, the Times office.
Yeah, 30 EC. So Henry Ellis is also is at the London Times. So that's like the Times.
Probably okay.
Where did I put that token down? Oh, there.
London
Schmack.
Times. What's 30 EC, right?
Yeah.
So where is it?
Is it under here? Yeah, there we go. 30.
Wait,
30.
There's a 39 here. Oh, wait, is this? Oh yeah.
It says Times.
Hey. Yeah.
Well, let's see. Oh no, that's Allies. Where's the?
This one.
One more back, and it should be it. Oh, well, it's a brief one.
What? We all got fucked.
At the Times office, Henry Ellis introduces us to Edward Quimby, who has been covering the Tontine story. In 1865, the Times sponsored a 50th anniversary banquet. There was then 204 survivors, of which 78 were in London to attend. Now there are only 6 survivors. Pardon me, 5, now that the General Armstead is dead. He shows a list of survivors and their... Can you move your hand?
Oh.
And their relatives.
Yeah, it's...
Roger Jurgens, nephew, Booth Lacey, Claire, and Antilla Thompson, no relatives. Peter Dudley, wife. William Rowland, wife, 2 sons residing in New York, USA. Daughter generally married to Wentworth Cobbett. And that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, because the thing is, it said that the Times you want more information about the tickets. That's why I was like, I don't I'm not
Yeah,
sure
I
if
don't know.
Times would give us anything, because it would be a bit weird if you went to the Times looking for basic information,
Yeah,
and then they just gave you this whole elaborate scandal.
who would know the scandal? So
Maybe like the only other French person we know we can talk to is the singer. It's
I'm
the
not
thing.
going to the singer.
I mean, what else do we have?
Do you actually want to go to the singer?
I can't think of where to go next is the issue. Because it's like we know what the general deal is. We just need information, but then it's like I guess will the name come up is the main question I have. So Philippe Arnaud. I want to see if he's actually in the book. If he's actually in the book.
I mean, you know what? No, there's not in the book. Wait. Yeah. Okay, maybe there's. No, it's not in the book. Sadly, I cannot prove you wrong. Just like I get proved wrong all the time.
Well, where did they go for the show?
Oh, I forgot. They did tell you.
It did. I think it was 14, right? No. It wasn't. It was.
Check on the location. We were French embassy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
59.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
What?
I actually went to the wrong, like too far ahead, trying to remember where it was.
Oh.
59 Southwest. Here we go. I was going to the wrong end. We had supper at Rules, and then we went to the French actor Philippe perform.
Okay. What the fuck could it be?
Yeah, no, it's on there. God, who would know? Like, I assume the father has to be dead, like the dad of Finch.
Do you?
Where is? It just feels like we hit a dead end. Because we got the scandal, we got like the
Time for the.
Which we're pretty sure is the motive. Princess Theater French plays sole manager Mr. Eric Arnold, the 22nd reach on the way the entire company 40 number appears in the theater two successes a year. Violent Emperor Paris Findel so office daily. I will say, like, there's like 10 different like newspapers, so it's a case of like we might have just went to the wrong one, but how are we meant to know which is the right one? Because he didn't say; he just said to the news.
So Maten is also not in the list.
The Princess Theater's there, which has French plays, but that's the biggest long shot of all time to just talk to the one French actor. I bet it doesn't even have a space.
Yeah, it probably
to be
doesn't have a
honest.
space.
Should we just check for a laugh, I guess, or just see if it even has a like the number actually comes up.
I
in
would
the
say
book.
check for the number. If it does at this point, I'm willing to just go there, even if it's like 2 lines.
Oops. I keep going too far.
Let's say we're
Later.
going there, even though we're not. I know, probably not.
Northwest. I mean, we're just like desperate at this stage, even though what we're looking for could just be nothing, or like we're just going, wow, this is actually really long.
Wait, you found it?
11 Northwest.
What's 11 Northwest?
Well, I have to like put the token there, but like I have it in the book.
Oh, Princess Tita. Okay. I guess we're...
Okay, well, time to read. I'll just do a quick sip. Oh, I see Philippe in the
What?
thing. Oh,
What?
we arrive at the Princess Theater, where Vinyl Impure, a biographical play on the life of Napoleon, is being performed by the French company Arnoux. The play's been a great success during the limited engagement in London, and there's a long line of people that are trying to obtain tickets for the last 2 performances before the company returns to France. We make our way backstage to meet the company manager,
Gervais, okay.
Gervais Arnoux, the uncle of the leading actor and founder of the troupe, Philippe Arnoux. He is a short, stout man in his mid-50s, given the extravagant gestures to express a passionate personality. He is very proud of his nephew and fairly bubbles over in praise of his ability.
What's the name?
But you must see Philippe perform. He is a magician, a wonder, and breadth of his talent is truly magnifique. He manages to portray the Emperor Napoleon from the age of 26 to his last days on the island of Saint Helena. You would swear 5 different actors play the part, but no, it's only Philippe aging before your eyes. Aging before your eyes. That line really sticks out.
Wait, Philip is short, stout, in his 50s?
Wait, what does it say? Mid-50s. He's short,
no, it's
stout.
Gervais.
Wait. Oh, yeah. But, like, he's mentioning that his nephew is really good at playing an old man, and also probably is also short. Living short stout. He's very proud of his nephew. We'll see. We'll keep reading and see where it goes.
Yeah.
As he speaks, he leads us down the corridor to Philippe's dressing room. Of course, years of training and practice goes into making such an artist. By the age of 48, Philippe is the toast of the continent. Monsieur Arnoux is 48, and you are his uncle? Haha, I am but 8 years older than Philippe, but I assure you that I am his uncle. It seems that the Arnoux family has a history of late arrivals. Philippe's father was 23 years older than myself, and Philip's poor sister, he points to the dagger type of a young woman, was 11 years older than he is. Okay, so this young woman could be the flower.
Yep.
Next to the what does that
There's
word mean? Because that could be important. I'm gonna look up dag or eo type. Available photographic process. It was widely used during. Okay, so it's a photograph.
Yeah, it's a photo.
Okay. So she's not actually here. Was 11 years older than he. Next to the portrait of the sister is another of an older woman. Yeah. Each has a black ribbon draped diagonally across the top right-hand corner. Yes, they are both dead. The sister, many, many years ago, under tragic circumstances, Philippe's mother had to be put into an asylum. She just couldn't accept her daughter's death. Received word from the asylum only last week that she too has passed away. It upset Philippe so much, resurrected old ghosts, you might say, and his performance suffered. But he's recovered completely. I have never seen him more brilliant than he was last night. He did it.
No, he did it this morning.
Well, like, wait, last week Tishu passed away, but he's
So you've
But his-
recovered completely.
Well, like they didn't say when his performance recovered completely, so it could have been like today he's just recovered completely.
No, do you wanna wait?
More brilliant than he was last night. So it's like if he murdered him last night, and then it was like the news came out this morning.
No, it's dude, we have the fucking info. He came at 10 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Like that cannot be. I have another idea.
Well, like, let's finish this first.
Yeah,
I've
sure.
never seen him more brilliant than last night. You must see him perform. You must. In fact, if you will wait here, I will arrange for tickets. Can you tell us where Philippe Arnanu was this morning? Monsieur Ernuno gives us a puzzled look, but answers he was at the National Gallery, but why do you ask? Just then, two worker men carry a trunk into the dressing room. Monsieur Ernuno throws his hands in the air and explains, No, Miss Ames. That trunk should go to the company lodgings at the Grand Hotel. He turns back to us and shrugs as if to say, What is one to do? Then he says, Wait, and I will get the tickets. During the entire interview, we have never stated our purpose, feeling somewhat guilty that we have obtained information under false pretenses. We decide that the better part of valor would be to leave before Monsieur Arnanu returns. So we went to the National Gallery. They're all
So they
staying
could
at the
have both
Grand
did it.
Hotel.
Fuck. Okay, Philip was National Guard. I'd say we go check. Fuck that.
Well, if we want to speak with him, I assume we have to
so,
go to the Grand
okay.
Hotel.
When did so we remember the French embassy?
Yeah.
When did they meet?
Oh God. Well, I guess I could just get the number back up. Southwest. 59. Not all our friendship is maintained. Last week, when I arrived in London, we had supper at Rules, and then went to see the French actor Philippe Arnanu perform. The general comment that my present next to him while it did. So it's a case of like.
Did Phillips recognize the general?
That's what I was about to say, and then that threw him off his game. And then after basically working out or like figuring out how to get his revenge, he then felt better because it's like I'm gonna fucking
that's what I was
get
thinking.
This guy. So if we want to see him, it's the Grand Hotel. So I'm trying to look.
Are we going to Grand Hotel or are we going to the National Gallery?
Well, that's where he was that morning. But like,
well, we don't know if he was there that morning.
Well, like, yeah, but like, we know that the troop stays at the Grand Hotel, so that's where he'd be staying. So like, that's where he's sleeping. So it's either we go to the museum or like.
Well, let's go. Let's go to the Grand Hotel and then we'll check if we want to go.
Yeah,
to
so
the
22 WC.
Wait. Let me put some notes down. Can you go back to the place? 11 Northwest.
Let me just get like the token down so I don't like lose my place.
So.
St. James Hall, that's not it. The Grand Hotel, where was it?
So we know Gervais is short.
22 WC. Yeah, the uncle's short, but like I guess we get confirmation if we like find your man if he was also short, and like he plays an old guy in the play, so it could even be used as makeup from the.
No, but we don't know that Philip is short.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We might just find out about that right now because we haven't seen him in person yet. We know his uncle's short. Like that could mean he's also short.
By the way, there's a little detail that's been bothering me.
Yeah.
It said on the murder location that there were footprints on the seat.
Well, that was like someone's getting up to grab the rapier. It was on the chair that was put in front to be like, I'm gonna climb up and grab the sword off the wall.
But why would they need to climb the chair? Maybe it's because they were
because
short?
it was too high up. Oh well, like yeah, it could be because they were
Yeah,
short.
that's the point.
This is saying St. James Hall, so I'm pretty sure I'm getting the wrong location. Where
What?
like it's meant to be the Grand Hotel.
What did you put
Like
down?
22 here, but then I guess that's probably within like
Wait, where is
northwest.
22 you saying?
I'm trying to find 22, but I just
Grand
can't
Hotel is
find...
here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, because I kept going to St. James Hall, which is just as far away. So.
Wait.
Oh yeah, you're getting information?
Yeah. The fact that this is a fucking lead, it upsets me. So sister, wait, did it say why the sister is dead? No.
They didn't, but like it drove the mother insane, and it could have happened years ago.
Also, Philip
back when...
didn't like it. Philip was also really upset.
Well, like he was upset from the letter, wasn't he?
No, Philip was upset that the girl is dead.
Well, yeah, but that's because it's his sister, and then
Oh.
it drove the mother mad, and then she got put in the insane asylum. And then, like a week ago, she died. And then, where was the place he was this morning? I'm just writing down locations so we don't forget. This morning,
Okay, I'm fine.
he was at the National Gallery, so it's like I want to mark that down so we don't forget.
Yeah, mark it with something different though.
Oh, I just have it on the locations
Oh,
list.
okay.
So I guess we'll do the Grand Hotel first, and then if we
Yep.
can
I already
just
said. I
rotate.
already marked the Grand Hotel.
OEC.
22 no 22 West Central. Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong page. Here we go, and then...
Yep.
Oh, there's a letter. Only after a phone call to Inspector Lestrade does the manager of the Grand Hotel allow us to search Philippe, our newsroom. Once there, we readily find the cane. Cunningly wrought into the handle is a button which released separates the handle from the cane. A sword attached to the handle slips neatly into the cane sheet. After a few moments more, we discover a yellow envelope addressed to Captain Armstead, 12th Hussar. The letter inside reads, Mon bien Armane.
Ami. No, bon bien ami.
Oh wait! Oh,
Yo, bon
there's
amigo.
a translation.
my
There's
good
translation
friend.
below. Wiggins translates, Dearest, I cannot bear the pain any longer. I hated you when you left me, but the child, our child, eased the hurt and softened the heart. Now my baby is dead. The innocent suffered for our sins. I have nothing. I am nothing. I cannot bear the pain. I love you. I love you still. Florette. Okay, so he got her pregnant. He didn't know. He went back home. She had the child. It died. She killed herself. So the brother wanted revenge.
We have it.
We did it. We actually solved the case. There's
And
like,
the guy was a magician, so I could like his disappearance is kind of.
and he plays an old guy in the play. Like he plays the like. Case done. Case we did it in 2 hours.
Do we want to check?
Yeah, let's just we're done. We did it. We
Okay.
have it. We got it.
So okay,
Who
let
killed
me get
General-
the notes. Time for notes. So part 1.
Who killed the general? So it was Philippe
Philip.
or like Philip.
Arnau? Yeah.
And it was revenge for her sister for the second one.
Revenge for sister's suicide.
Why was the Duke of Wellington's figurine turned backwards?
Good fucking question.
I'm gonna make a guess and say it was like Philippe did that because he ran away, or like he left his sister, so it's a case of turning him around because he's like a coward that runs away. That's my assumption here. So if I guess it right, it counts.
Symbol of cowardice, I'll say.
What kind of weapon was the general assassinated? It was
Sword
the sword.
hidden in a cane. I mean, that was kind of obvious, though. Okay, part 2.
Who killed Pierre and Andre Martin?
Wait, what?
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 Who killed Pierre and Andre
Pierre
Martin?
died?
Who,
What the fuck?
who's Wait, who are they?
Pierre Martin was the informer.
Pierre and Andre Martin. What?
Yeah, Pierre Martin was the guy who gave the letter note telling who knew you had the gem. The one we suspected him because he was about to get paid.
Oh yeah, so that was the guy who was giving the letter. So like he's just
This
dead
guy-
in an alleyway, and we're completely unaware.
Yeah, it's just fucking dead, and we didn't notice.
And then who's Andre?
Good fucking question.
Why
Why
is
was Marshall
why is
go-
Marshall late for to work?
What the fuck is Marshall?
Who has the polar star? To whom are the letters sent by Andre Martin destined?
I have no fucking clue. We literally didn't go through
Okay,
that.
well that's the B plot.
Yeah,
We
that's
got
the
the
B plot.
A plot.
But
Like
what the fuck is the B plot?
what the hell's all this? It's like we're like, there's no way
my
we can.
God.
And like, keep in mind, the only reason we managed to figure out the A plot is because I went off of a hunch from the newspaper. It was like, oh, there's a French play on in this theater. Let's go check it out. Oh, it's the murderer.
Yeah, because otherwise we're still going looking for the gem.
Okay. Oh God, I'm lightheaded now. Oh, I'm gonna need a sip. Okay. Well, we're all here and waiting. For the life of me, I cannot imagine how you cut to the truth of this case. Holmesville decides the morning paper and begins. In this particular case, which must be titled "The Case of the Tin Soldier," if you'll forgive my intrusion into your literary bailiwick, Watson, the most intriguing fact was the method of the murder. The distinct sound of swordplay, reported Mr. Sennett. Most odd. It suggested to me an affair of honor. At General Armstead's home, my suspicions were confirmed. First, the letter. It was yellowed with age and addressed to the general by rank he held 40 years ago. It upset the general, indicating a concern of some long past indiscretion. It must have been the reason for the duel. How can you be so sure it was a duel? The general had time to place a chair against the wall, climb upon it, and retrieve the rapier hanging 10 feet above. That makes sense. It was like he was allowed to get a sword for the duel.
Yep.
The murderer allowed him to arm himself. A duel is the only event that fits the facts. It is also interesting to note that the second rapier remains in place. The intruder came prepared, a sword cane.
Yep.
As to the intruder himself, Sennett described him as an old man, yet he left the premises over an 8-foot garden wall. He he can fucking do acrobatics. Or whatever, a disguise, and carried off with enough expertise to completely fool Sennett. The carpet bag was used as a receptacle of the disguise when it was no longer needed. Then there was a clue left by the general himself, morally wounded, incapable of speech, at least incapable of producing a sound that would carry enough to the sturdy door. Sennett, the general, wanted to leave some clue. With his last, it says fast, but with his last ounce of strength, he smashed the diorama of glass and turned the figurine of Wellington in the opposite direction. Can you move the hand, please?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, direction.
The diorama depicted the Battle of Waterloo, said Watson. I would have thought that
Oh,
Tontine was involved. If that were so, Watson, the general need not have been so indirect. The Tontine ticket was hanging in front of him. All he had to do was reach for it, and the message would have been clear. Based upon the indiscretion out of the past, a letter addressed to Captain Armstead, the rank of the general held at the time of his service in France, and the intruder's French accent as detected by Senate, I conclude that an interview with Jean-Paul Garnet at the French embassy might prove profitable. Yeah, so he turned it himself as a clue.
Yeah.
It seems way too vague, but I guess it makes sense. To be fair, it's like, yeah, it's kind of like it's like a very long shot to get that. The picture painted by Mr. Grenade fit directly into the pattern, having agreed to a marriage of coincidence as a sacrifice to his career. The general lived a riotous life in France, a full carefree life without responsibility for exactly 1 year. Rather romantic notion, and what is more romantic than a desperate and ill-fated love affair? M. Grad's mention of the actor Philippe Arnoux struck a chord. Who better than an actor, a trained master of illusion, to disguise himself and perform in that disguise convincingly? Also, Philippe Arnoux performs the role of Napoleon. According to M. Grenade, the general had seen the play and gone backstage to meet Arnoux. When the general turned the figure of Wellington around, he was trying to tell us that his killer was Napoleon, Wellington's opposite at the Battle of Waterloo, or rather the actor playing Napoleon.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I guess. At the Princess Theater, seeing the two portraits and hearing something of the woman's story suggested a reasonable scenario to fit the situation. Our new sister was the Little Flower, a proper name, not a description, by the way, signed over by the general to Grenade.
Oh, so I was kind of on the spot there.
Yeah. She was an impressionable 17-year-old who fell madly in love with the dashing English captain. When the captain's year came to an end, she despaired and took her own life. Her grifting mother went mad and was sent to the asylum. Thus, in the twinkling of an eye, Philippe Arnoux had lost his beloved sister and loving mother. He was but 6 or 7 years of age, and while he desperately felt the double wound, he was still young and understood the circumstances that caused it. Some 42 years later, he stumbled upon a letter written by his long-dead sister. It yielded an explanation and a name, Armstead. He came to London, and fate engulfed him. He received word of his mother's death, and at the same time, the London papers trumpeted and the hated Armstead name. Armed with a sword stick and a letter, he went to the general's home to take his vengeance. Viola. Voila. So now for the B plot.
Okay,
Holmes solved the case following
let me
four
say.
leads.
Oh.
General Armstead, Jalpon Grenade, French Embassy, and the Princess Theater and the Grand Hotel. The Grand Embassy.
I'm counting this. So
yeah,
this is completely.
Did we go to?
We got at least 16 answers. 17 answers. We would have gotten more than 100 points just in A plot if we got the fucking Duke Wellington, but come on.
Yeah, he also followed the article in the newspaper Princess Theater. Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
I was on point.
4 leads.
Yo, Enfield, you read manga. I haven't read manga for a while, but I've been meaning to get back to reading Dungeon Meshi. Part 1, who killed... Yeah, Philippe killed him. Why was he murdered? Disgraced sister for 40 years. Yeah, so vengeance. The general turned it around to point out the killer was the one who opposed to Wellington at Waterloo, Napoleon, in this case, the actor playing the role. So, yeah, we didn't get that one. What kind of weapon was the general assassinated? With a sword cane. Now here's the
B-plot we completely missed.
Who killed Pierre and Andre Martin? Carson Cabot. Why, like, okay, who? Why was
Yes.
Marshall, Gulfloyd late for work? He stopped off at the Rowlands and Frasers to buy his wife an anniversary gift.
Fuck.
Who has the polar star? Carson Cabot. Makes sense. To whom are the letters sent by Andre Martin destined? The one from the Black Street is from General Armstead, and the one from Point Street for Carson Cabot.
God damn it.
Oh boy. The tally your score, add the points obtained by answering the questions, the count the number of
Okay,
leads
how
you
many leads
followed.
do we have?
Don't
One,
count
two,
free leads
three, four,
indicated
five,
above.
six.
Then
Do we have
compare the
free
number
leads?
of leads.
No
Well,
free
like, let me
leads.
get to that. Then compare the number of leads you followed to that of Holmes, 4 leads in this case. If you followed more than Holmes, subtract 5 from your score for each lead. If you followed fewer, add 5. You're thus get your final score. Actually, yeah, is there any free ones? There isn't.
No. So we have 4 extra leads because we have 8.
1, 2, 3, 4,
So
5,
4
6,
times 5 is 20. We have to
8.
subtract
Yeah.
20 points. And we got
We got
70.
thir-
So 70 minus, it's 50 points. We got awful Sherlock.
we would have got 55 if we didn't go to the library.
Or the Times.
Or the Times, yeah.
Listen, you went to the fucking Princess Theater. Out of a fucking...
Yeah, but like, what I love about that is it's like, those were both the ones I'm like, nah, I keep picking them, Ash, you pick them. It's like...
God damn it, you went on two completely... So, see, I went on two, like, twice and I failed badly, and you went on two and, like, you completely nailed it.
Yeah, it's... Well, like, it's like there was evidence to back up my decisions.
There was no fucking evidence to go look at the fucking actor, come on.
What do you mean? Like, the actor was French.
So
it's like
what?
we had no other leads other than it was a Frenchman. It's like the
We
only
couldn't
other
even find his
Frenchman mentioned
name.
in the murder mysteries, the actor, and there's French plays going in the theater.
You just make this shit up, come on.
What?
My points make just as much sense as yours.
To be fair, yes, but there was but that was like common sense, but like it didn't pay off.
Listen, if the actor was not involved, it would also have been common sense. You cannot go with common sense.
Yeah, but
it's just annoying that you keep getting it. I have my hand closed in the fist going, you can't keep getting away with this.
I'm sorry, I'm just like good at Sherlock apparently.
Oh
well. You got any good romance? Do you mean romance manga? Because, or like just romance stuff in general? I'm just happy we got the A plot like actually right, and not just
we got
the B
it.
plot. Yeah,
that's actually surprising. Yes, man.
I mean, much like 50 points, like much better than last time's measly 10 points.
Absolutely, and it was a single question from the B plot. Well, no, we got 2 questions, but one was completely eaten by the leads.
Well, I think it was like we got one of the part 1s right, which was like who was he sleeping with? But then it was like it was nullified by taking up too many like places.
So did network help though?
Like, what do you mean?
You know, with the elf.
Well, like we had the network last time and we did terribly.
Right. Well, I can't even give you this because we actually got it. I don't have a good trophy.
I don't think I have anything else I could throw down because all it is like saved Warhammer armies and like really old stuff.
Oh, it doesn't just fucking get eaten out.
Oh, I could. Wait, I got something.
You're gonna flip the table?
Um, let's play some Yu-Gi-Oh.
What? The fuck?
No, I'm just messing. But like, yeah, it's like
You actually have Yu-Gi-Oh! Wow.
I don't even know why I have a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh decks saved. It must have
Oh,
been at some stage
well, you
during
know,
college.
we could play mini golf. How does this work?
Uh,
Do we take? Oh, I already have a color. Wait, what the fuck? Why is it all black to me?
it loaded perfectly for
Oh,
me.
okay. Now it's weird. Do we start the first one? I don't know.
I mean, how like that's how you're meant to play.
How do you launch them?
That is a good question. How does this work?
Oh, there's a costume. Yeah, that's just flu. Yeah, how does this work?
You have to put it in the darkened area. I know that much. Like, is there actual like?
Physics.
Oh, like it can't just be like you go like
Yeah,
this.
no, actually have a proper.
Uh oh, I found it. I found it.
What?
Watch this. Oh, I actually have to give it power.
How does it work?
There's a flick button on the left.
Oh,
So you click the object to drag back, and that determines the power. And then you.
come on! Yeah, let's go!
So
I
I
have
got
my
a
scorecard. I get to say one. I did a hole in one for the first one.
2. You're beating me by 1. I
Okay.
guess, yeah, it's like we solved the murder case. Time for mini golf. Sherlock's just like, who are these guys?
Oh, this time I got fucked. Can I get it a second time though?
Oh,
Whoa! Okay, well we're even though. I have to.
yeah. I that was a very impressive hole in one, I must say.
More impressive than mine.
Um,
Damn it.
you see, this one's tough because you have to figure out like how much power.
No. It's 3.
Oh, so close.
Okay, I have to set 3 for this. 1, 2, 3. I'm by the way.
Give your ball out of the hole.
Yep. Ha! Maybe my ball will have helped you.
I would have bounced off of it. I could have made an argument that it would have went in, but so that was 3.
Damn it! I couldn't flick any more strong because I was already at the limit of the screen.
Well, you could just zoom out.
No, after you start flicking. Oh, I got OB. Shit. How do I restore the ball where it was?
Damn. This is gonna be the tough one.
Damn. I'm like what, 4? Because I think every time you go out, you have to set to add another one.
No, it's like just 1.
Okay, so now I'm like, this is my 4th shot. Damn it.
It's just like golf with your friend.
That's,
I'm on 3.
this is my 5th shot.
Right.
6th shot. Now. Damn it! 7th shot. Come on! 8th shot. 9. Come on. 10. 11. Yo, I got it at 11. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's 5.
Uh, should we actually stream golf with your friends at some stage?
I don't know if I have it. I think I do. I think it's in Game Plus maybe, or is that another one?
There's a few.
Okay, let's do. Let's
Oh
just stop at
boy.
like 7. Because I mean, it is kind of early. But I don't want to do this.
Well, I'm enjoying it apart from this hole. If I
Yeah, that
had
one
10 or
is
11,
pain.
I'm struggling trying to keep track.
No!
Come
I
on.
got it. No! Not 4! Not 4! 5. Yep, that was 5. Yikes!
What happens if you do wait, like
I think actually there's like a hard limit to like if you get more than 8, you
yeah,
have to
like
redo it. Whatever. Let's if you want to give up, just set up 12, which is one more than I did.
well, it's a case of like if I think it's like you have 12 strokes, but if you go over that, I think it's like you go to the next hole, but I think it's like you actually like get like extra points taken off or whatever.
I don't know. Come on.
Mini golf scoring?
So that was 1, 2, 3.
Whatever. I'm just gonna take the 12. Whatever. Yeah, there we go. All the way up to 18. 5 is here. Oh, this isn't a
No, that
too
wasn't
bad
strong
one.
enough. Oh wait, maybe. Yeah. Okay, that was my first shot though. That's
Oh,
fine.
almost a hole in one.
Oh, that was my second shot. Third shot the charm? Never lucky. Okay, that was fourth, right? Because
You're just gonna like beat the
1,
course before I even
2,
catch up to
3,
you.
4. Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna need like
I
a
have to
lot of
go
power,
to
I can tell.
where the
That
fuck
was
is
probably too much. Or
10?
just enough.
Okay. Oh no.
Um
Oh.
okay, that's another
Oh.
2.
Oh no.
Uh,
This is gonna be another one of those.
oh, this one I need to aim it perfectly, but not
So
too
that's
fast.
1, 2, 3.
I'm surprised how well this mini golf works.
4. I mean, it's not even. Yeah, for having no custom logic. 5. God damn it. 6.
Another 2. Eventually, I'll get another hole in one.
7.
Where's 8? 8's here. Oh, it's just go up a hill. Okay, that's not too
8.
bad.
Oh no! 9. Oh, I got it a 9. Thank God.
Oh, oh. Oh wait, oh it's oh I misjudged it. I thought it was like that was the hole. It didn't
Nope.
go further. Hole in 2. I'm getting so many 2s. It's actually hilarious. After hole 4 with 12, it's just been 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
4.
Okay.
Fuck. 5. God damn it! This was to be. This is all in one ability.
Oh, I went too fast.
5. Okay. Then
Yeah, that's 2.
Nope.
Okay, this is gonna be a hole in 3. It's looking like.
Yeah, 1. Let's go, boys.
3.
Your boys doing it. I never call myself your boy.
Where's
Fuck.
hole
That
10?
was
Oh, there
1.
it is. Oh, this is gonna be a tough one, hole 10. Oh
Oh,
god.
no, be into sand. Shit. Okay, this is hole 3.
I gotta do like start getting holes in 1 to catch up to you. It's the thing though. I almost did it. I just misaimed.
4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3. Nice.
I mean,
How
what's
many
your
did you take? How many did you take to do 10?
well, 10 only the 1.
Oh, you got a hole in 1 on that one. God damn.
What? Oh wait, to do 10?
Yeah.
To do 10, it took me 9 tries.
Oh, I got it in 3.
Yeah, see, not top. What's your total?
Oh,
What the fuck? I saw that. I saw that. That was
it bounced
so
back
fucking
in. It's
lucky.
legit.
God damn it! I cannot compete with your luck. What the fuck? First you get all the good leads, and now this.
Well, to be fair, I did stroke out on 4, but I just been getting 2s and 3s since. Because yeah, you have 52, and you're like what 2 holes ahead of me.
Yeah, but I also took 3 tries to do one that I honestly needed only 1. Okay, time to 15.
Oh, this is gonna be a hole in 2 again.
Actually, I want to try from here because I need to.
Okay, where's hole 13? There it is.
Yo,
Yeah.
no hole in 1 for me.
Oh,
No.
how am I meant to do this one? Oh, this is an interesting one.
Okay, 2. That was 40. Oh, that was 15. Okay, so 16.
Oh yeah, did I tell you I'm gonna be doing a Fall Guys tournament Friday?
No.
That's gonna be interesting because I've never played it before. I practiced a
That's
bit
probably
today,
not gonna
but
be end well then.
well, it's part of the charity thing, so
Okay, 2 for 16.
like part of the Jingle Jam, like it's community. Like basically anyone that's doing fundraisers themselves can join in.
Oh, pretty nice. I'm gonna. This is a long shot, but
I still need to figure out what I'm gonna play tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to Jazzronauts
2,
on Wednesday.
3, 4. No! Come on.
Oh, how am I meant to do this one? Actually, okay, I'm
Oh, this
gonna
is
take a
karma.
risk. And...
5. Was that 5 or was it 6? 1, 2. I think it was 5.
Oh! I did another bounce back, but oh, it's a bit of a riskier like get it into the hole correctly this time one. So yeah, no, it's gonna be
That
a
was
hole in
1,
3.
2. Come on. Stop.
3.
3. Okay, my final score is 67.
Oh, I have a number now.
What are you up to? 41?
I got the 15.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna win. You would have to. You have to fuck up so many times.
Oh, I did not give that enough power. That could have theoretically have been a hole in 1.
Can I put my ball somewhere? Yeah, I'll put it here. It's waiting for you near the windmill.
I'm waiting for you, James. It's Silent Hill. How do you get that? Oh, I see how this works now. And
Yep.
then they.
I don't think you can literally lose to me. I say that, and then you do that.
Game? What was that? You saw how that was like physics screwing me. That should not have happened.
But you're still counting that.
There. Boop. Oh, and 3.
Man!
17.
Just have to see myself lose here.
Oh. Oh, I'm gonna do this one.
Yeah, I tried to skip one and I completely messed up.
I think I'm gonna need more power. Ah!
I mean,
I almost managed to weave
it
it.
took me 5 shots for that one. If you take more than 3, you're still fine. But you're gonna get it in 3.
Yeah. To be fair, if we kept going infinitely for that, like for hole 4, I probably would just lose from that hole alone.
I don't think so. You got 50, like, you know.
I got 12, and then I just went like, okay, I'm out. Like, it's I think I'm technically meant to have a higher score if I ran out, but I just couldn't find the rules for it.
I think you technically get out sooner, like at 8.
It's concerning me how it's like I'm trying to get the wheel right, but then I just see it spin back to its original position, and I'm like,
What? Spinning right for me.
like, does it spin endlessly? Because for me, it like now it just like jumps,
Oh,
jump,
that's weird. Oh yeah, I see it. But no, for me it's
jump.
like completely fine. Oh, now you're gonna be 14, right?
Imagine if it went in the hole for like 14.
I
No,
would
it's
have
like
counted
bounced
it.
off
Fuck
the
it.
windmill. Nah, no, that wouldn't be legit. It would have been a cool trick shot, but
Oh, you went to me.
hey.
Hello.
Well, this might be where it all comes crumbling down. I'm on shot 3 now.
You only need to get in once.
Yeah, but it's proving difficult.
I still lose by at least 10, like 10 points. That's the thing, right? Oh, almost.
Five.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, okay.
That's not even close.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I think we can end it here, honestly. I'm quite tired.
Yeah.
By the way, there's 3 games that I'm waiting for that come out within like 2 weeks.
Oh, what are they?
So tomorrow, Dwarf Fortress comes out.
Oh, that's actually coming out. Oh man, maybe.
Yep.
I want to play that so bad for a stream probably, but then I'm like, no, I want to play games from the collection because I am trying to like, get people to actually donate to the charity.
Then, Lil Gator game comes out. It's really, really cute game. Ooh. And then Wavetale, which was in the last Next Fest, comes out. They all come out like one day after the other, like 12 December.
Oh, okay.
They're really nice. So, I'm looking forward to them. Probably not looking forward to not having time to play them though. Because Lily Styles came out and I couldn't play it yet. Oops. I should probably like speedrun it on stream maybe.
I think tabletop crashed. I was gonna go through my workshop and look for something funny. Oh, here we go.
Yo, we can play Mahjong? What the fuck? There's a Ricci table. Oh wait,
why do you think there wouldn't be?
No, it's Chinese mahjong.
Yeah, but there's a workshop, so I mean,
Yeah, but I was wondering if that was like in the built-in one. Like this is in classic. You know,
man,
they even chess where you can put.
God,
Oh, actually
this is
aligned to the grid. Wait, you can put pieces on top of each other. Oh, but then physics comes in. This game is cool.
I'm out.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm just gonna close it.
I was about to like swap the game to like one of the ones in my workshop for a laugh. Like one of the dumb ones, because I think it was like I was about to put like load a Homestuck tabletop.
Why does he not
I
go?
don't remember downloading. Oh wait, we could have played Bacon Project. Damn it!
What's Bacon Project?
It's a like card game where it's like, I guess you'd say like Yu-Gi-Oh or something, but you use a playing cards deck. So you're given a character sheet, and then the numbers you draw determine the abilities you use. It uses both basically it's like both players get one red and black suit, and like certain abilities like get bonuses if it's a red card, and I don't know if there's any that give you a bonus for a black card.
Mm-hmm.
But and then like you build up your health because you start with an ace, so then you put down like a 2 and a 3, and you're like building up your levels that way, which unlocks your better abilities, and it's fun. I played it when I was I brought it with me on my trip to Germany, and had a blast playing it with a friend of mine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because there's a workshop mod for it, so it has like the fancy cool cards.
I think with like a normal poker card or stuff like that, there's a game that I want to print. So it's a dungeon exploring game, but it's like a solitaire game. It's just a solitaire but with like a dungeon.
Was that the one that was like it's like programmed, like it's a computer game?
Yeah. And I want to like rip the cards and print them into an actual deck. The cards, like the card style is amazing. But I never got down to doing it.
They're not as fancy as that one, but I do love the card designs.
I'm seeing them on your stream. They're pretty cool.
Because like you can use an oral playing card deck, but like I bought it, so I have like these cards physically, and it's just like
cool.
It makes it much more clearer what like the cards do. Because you see like like the ace is like cast ultimate, so when you look at the it's like the ace ability at the bottom.
Well, I'm gonna raid someone. I feel like Giggle is streaming, so let's raid Giggle.
Do the same. Well, I'm probably gonna raid somebody. Oh, wrong screen. I'm probably gonna raid someone else that's like fundraising for the Jingle Jam.
Okay, I don't have a gun emote on my own, but if you have a gun emote, feel free to use that. Otherwise, you can use the Ash Cry emote actually. Let's use the Ash Cry emote.
I'm still confused by what like Sal said in my chat. It's like, you got any good romance? And I'm like, like I need some clarity here. No response.
What was the error message? Like it exited unexpectedly or something?
Oh, it's like the server timed out if you're talking about tabletop.
Quit unexpectedly. And then we just I just wanna raid Geckel and just saying that Tabletop Simulator quit unexpectedly raid.
Oh, a lot of people are streaming right now.
Okay, so this is your raid message. If you don't want to use the emote, if you don't have the emote, you can get it for 80 channel points. If you don't want to use the emote because you have like a gun emote, like I don't know, I have a bunch. I have this one, I have this one. You know, they're cool. If you want to use those are fine too. But now we're gonna raid Giggle, who's a former developer, I guess, because it doesn't work for them anymore. Yeah. See you on Wednesday.